In today's gospel reading, we hear Jesus say, "Eternal life is this, to know you, the only true God, and him whom you have sent, Jesus Christ." Some of you might remember Cardinal Cushing. I know that was a long time ago, but I worked with him for 4 years. That was his motto, ut cognoscante, that they may know thee. And it is seen on his coat of arms. To know is not merely intellectual or speculative or correct thinking. This knowing is of a biblical sense, meaning a genuine spiritual relationship. We heard that when Gabriel came to Mary to announce that she is to be the mother of the Messiah. How can I do this? How I have not known man. That knowing is an intimate relationship. And so God is calling us to an intimate relationship. When I was at Boston College, the one who won the trophy for the greatest theological knowledge happened to be Jewish. His intellect was there. He knew Jesus, but he could not say that he was the Messiah. We have to know God spiritually. This relationship begins in belief. At first, it is the belief of the parents who bring their child for baptism and share their belief in their formative years by creating a Christian home. As one matures in the faith, he or she enters more deeply into this knowing by the exercise of faith and personal prayer and meditation, contemplation, and worship with the believing community, and to know him in the breaking of the bread, the Eucharist, and by works of charity. At the end of the Mass, the priest says, "Go to love and serve the Lord." He could easily have said it, "Go to serve and love the Lord," because both are important and interconnected. You can serve the Lord and then come to know and love him, or you can love him, and because you love him, you will serve him. On the knowledge of God, we can look to Matthew, where Jesus said, "Everything has been entrusted to me by my Father. Only the Father knows the Son, and the Father is known only by the Son, and by those to whom the Son reveals him." St. Paul speaks about this when he writes, "We can see and understand only a little about God now, as if we were peering into a reflection in a very poor mirror. But someday we are going to see him in his completeness, face to face. Now all that I know is hazy and blurred, but then I will see everything clearly, just as clearly as God looks into my heart right now." Again, Paul writes, "Ever since we first heard about you, we have kept on praying and asking God to help you understand what he wants you to do, asking him to make you wise about spiritual things, and asking that's the way you live will always please the Lord and honor him, so that you will always be doing good, kind things for each other, while all the time you are learning to know God better and better." I pray that you continue to mature in your faith, which means that you are open to your life in him, who wants this personal relationship with you. "I am going, but I will remain with you," he said. "I will be in you. As my Father is in me and I am in the Father, be in me." So I pray that you may more and more get to know him for yourself, a personal knowledge that leads to union.